Is jealousy the reason for Nadal's recent swipe at Kyrgios? Nick Kyrgios, photo by Nadal Kyrgios, copyright at Sport Vision. Former top 100 player Sam Groth has weighed in on the recent spat between Rafael Nadal and Nick Kyrgios by saying that the former world number one hasn't liked the Australian since their first meeting on the tour. Last week at the Mexican Open, Kyrgios saved the trio of match points to defeat the Spaniard in the second round. Shortly after the match, controversy started when Nadal took a swipe at Kyrgios, calling him out for his behavior on the tour. He's a player who has enormous talent, could be winning Grand Slams or fighting for the No. 1 ranking, Nadal told reporters in Acapulco. He lacks respect for the crowd, his opponent and towards himself. I don't think he's a bad guy, but he lacks a little respect for the public and the rival. Kyrgios is known for his controversial behavior on the tour after being previously accused of tanking during matches. He was briefly suspended from the tour for unsportsmanlike conduct displayed during the 2016 Shanghai Masters. Last year he was fined $17,500 by the ATP for making a sexual gesture during his semi-final match at the Fever Tree Championships in London. Responding to Nadal's comment, Kyrgios hit back by saying he would pay no attention to it. He then called out his opponent for the amount of time he takes between points. Under ATP rules, players are allowed a maximum of 25 seconds between points. From this year, a shot clock has been implemented on the tour for players to monitor their time. I'm different, Rafa is different. He can focus on what he needs to do, Kyrgios responded. He doesn't know the journey I've been through, he doesn't know me. So I'm not going to listen at all, that's the way I play. That's the way he plays, he's very slow between points and the rule of the book says you have to play at the speed of the server. But Rafa has the speed every time. I'm not going to comment on him and his game. I've got my game. I'm not going to take that Nadal's comment into consideration at all. Speaking after the exchange of words, Groth believes Nadal's criticism is fueled by jealousy to some degree. The world number 2 is tied at 3-3 in their head-to-head and has lost in 2 in their 3 most recent meetings. I don't think Rafa really likes Nick very much, Fox News quoted Groth as telling RSN Radio on Monday. Nick burst onto the scene beating Rafa at Wimbledon, so I think there's probably been something there from day one. To be honest, they're 3-3 head-to-head now and I don't think there are too many guys in the world Nadal would have a 50-50 record against. He probably just doesn't like it very much. Kyrgios won the Mexican Open last week after defeating Alexander Zverev in the final. He has now risen 39 places up the ATP rankings to 33rd in the world, his highest position since October. The head-to-head record. Could this be the last year the former world number 1 plays in the Californian desert? Roger Federer, photo by Nadal And Kyrgios, copyright at Sport Vision. The director of the BNP Paribas Open believes Roger Federer's presence at the tournament this year shouldn't be taken for granted. Tommy Haas, who was ranked as high as number 2 in the world during his professional career, has admitted that there is a chance this year could be the last time Federer plays in the tournament. 20-time Grand Slam champion will make his 18th main draw appearance in Indian Wells. He is a 5-time champion and was runner-up to Juan Martín del Potro last year. Federer is the only player in history to feature in the final of the tournament on 8 occasions. We hope that he's going to be back for many, many years, Haas said during an interview with the Desert Sun, but I keep reminding everybody that this might be, who knows, his last year. I don't want to be the guy that spoils it, but we've got to cherish these moments. 37-year-old Federer recently claimed his 100th title at the Dubai Tennis Championships. Despite being the second oldest player in the top 100, he has shown no indication about when he will retire. His agent, Tony Godsick, said in a recent interview that even he was in the dark about Federer's future plans. One thing for sure is that it is unlikely the former world number 1 will quit at the end of 2019. Speaking to reporters in Dubai, he confirmed his intention to play in the 2020 edition of the tournament. Although he was more cautious when asked about the possibility of playing in the Olympic Games. The idea was for the people to know that I am coming back next year. That is the plan. I have a deal for next year. He commented about playing in the 2020 Dubai Tennis Championships. I thought about it this week because I know they said they were interested to have me again next year, if it was okay to announce it during the week. I said, absolutely, we can do that. In Indian Wells this year, Federer will be fighting to maintain his place in the world's top 5. He will be defending 600 points in the tournament. Should he suffer an early loss, both Kevin Anderson and Kei Nishikori has a chance to overtake him. In order to maintain his top 5 spot, Federer needs to reach at least the quarterfinals. He's always trying to seek and play his best, Haas said of Federer. Runner-up last year, defending champion the year before, so he always plays some really good tennis here. The draw for the men's tournament at Indian Wells will take place on Tuesday. Defending champion Del Potro will be absent due to a knee injury. The 23-year-old has completed a dream week in Mexico with his 3rd win over a top 10 player. Nick Kyrgios, photo by Nadal Kyrgios, copyright at Sport Vision. Australia's Nick Kyrgios believes there is more to come from him after winning his first ATP title in almost 13 months at the Mexican Open. Kyrgios, who is currently ranked 72nd in the world, downed second seed Alexander Zverev 6-3, 6-4, in the final on Saturday, producing a total of 13 aces, and saving 7 out of the 8 break points he faced. The only time Kyrgios dropped serve was during the early stages of the second set, but he managed to regain control by breaking serve once again 3 games later. In total, the former top 20 player produced 26 winners to 19 unforced errors en route to the title. It's an amazing feeling. I didn't expect much at all today. I knew I was the underdog going in and that he's playing great tennis, said Kyrgios. He's an incredible player and doesn't have many weaknesses, so I knew I had to play my style of tennis. I'm really happy with the performance. The trophy caps off what has been a sensational week for Kyrgios. Coming into the tournament, he had only recorded 2 wins on the tour this season. Then in Acapulco, he scored consecutive victories over Rafael Nadal, Stan Wawrinka, John Isner, and Zverev, making it the first time he has defeated 3 top 10 players within a week and the first time he has defeated 2 top 3 players in the same tournament. I think I've played a lot better, Kyrgios admitted during his press conference. I think this is the best I've competed in a long time. I did everything I could on the court, I tried 100% and I think I played much better tennis. I served well in important situations, but I didn't serve my best. I don't think Sasha was anything near his best, but it was a very good match, he added. Despite Kyrgios' modesty, his latest achievement has been hailed by runner-up Zverev. Their meeting was the 9th time they have played each other, counting Davis Cup and junior tournaments. Kyrgios now leads their head-to-head 6-3. To beat 4 players like that in a 500 event, you deserve to win it, Zverev said to his opponent during the trophy ceremony. I know you guys had a little bit of fight with the crowd, but really, he's the one who deserves to win the tournament this week. He's the real champion of this week. I think people need to give credit to the people that deserve credit, and I think Nick this week showed to be the best player, so well done to you. Kyrgios has been long hailed as a future star of the sport due to the talent he has shown on the court. However, he has also developed a reputation for his unorthodox and controversial behavior. Earlier in the week, Nadal said he lacks respect for the crowd, his opponent and towards himself, something Kyrgios has dismissed. For sure I need to be way more better physically, I need to be way more better professionally and do the right things. I mean, I don't even have a coach, so maybe I'll start there, he concluded. Acapulco is Kyrgios' second ATP 500 title and fifth overall. Roger Federer beat Stefanos Tsitsipas 6-4, 6-4 in the Dubai final to claim the 100th title of his extraordinary career. Roger Federer, at BBC Tennis on Twitter. Roger Federer became the first player in tennis history to win 100 titles in the Open era when he beat Stefanos Tsitsipas 6-4, 6-4 in the final of the Dubai Duty-Free Tennis Championships. The Swiss, 37, won his first title in Milan way back in 2001. He has gone on to add 99 other titles to his collection, which now consists of 20 Grand Slams, 6 ATP World Tour Finals, 27 Masters 1000s, 22 ATP 500s and 25 ATP 250s. "It's been a long, wonderful journey," Federer said. "It all started as a junior world champion and I've loved every minute of it. All the sacrifices have been worthwhile and it's a dream come true to get to 100 titles," the Swiss continued. "Tonight was a very special evening. It was great to see the future of tennis in Stefanos, and it's not all about breaking records." Federer dominates on serve. Roger Federer at the 2019 Australian Open. Photo Roberto Dell'Olivo. Federer beat Tsitsipas with relative ease on this occasion, because he served superbly throughout. He won 43 of 55 points behind his serve and seized his first opportunity to break in each of the sets. It is a result that serves as some measure of revenge for the defeat the Greek inflicted on the world number 7 at the Australian, when he won 3 out of 4 tie-breaks to earn a famous victory. Tsitsipas was not overwhelmed by Federer. However, unlike his more experienced opponent, he failed to take either of his breakpoint chances, and that made all the difference. The Swiss player's moment of history looked a long way off earlier in the week. He labored to 3-set wins over Philipp Kohlschreiber and Fernando Verdasco and made 34 unforced errors in his victory over Martin Fucsovics. However, Federer showed the kind of determination that has been ever-present throughout his glittering career to come through those challenges. He then raised his game to beat Borna Coric and Tsitsipas more comfortably. What a week it has been for this great tennis player.